things to look for when you having pseudo gyno surgery or it's any type of gyno surgery. Look, there's things that you're gonna see that the surgeon does, and make sure they have videos. Make sure that they know what they doing, what they talking about. Some people just jump in there, and then some people's situation like is not as bad. They just remove the gland and that's it. But I'm telling you now, if your doctor do not liposuction, bruh, run. If you're skinny fat and you don't need liposuction, and he tells you that, that's fine. But for most people that have this, either overweight, chubby, or obese. With that being fine, with that being said, right? Your best bet is to do your research. When I mean do your research, pick 3 to 5 doctors with good reviews. See if they board certified, and then actually go through their videos. And a lot of these doctors have videos on Instagram and videos on TikTok and YouTube. So look, like I said before, please, when you go through these doctors, make sure that they know what they're talking about. Do not work out. Do not work out. Do not work out. I don't care if you feel fine within a week of the surgery. Sit it out. It's not that deep. You want the best results. They just butchered your chest. Why would you go do incline bench press? For what? To show that you're hard, just to get, what is it called, seroma or something like that? A whole bunch of fluid backed up in your chest now, and you got to go get it drained because you want to go be a musclehead. There's other body parts you could work out. You knew you were getting the surgery. Why didn't you not knock out your chest every day before getting the surgery? And you're not even supposed to be working out 2 to 3 days before the surgery anyway. So you knowing me, it's not like you went and told them and they just booked you tomorrow. You knew in advance. Because with these surgeries, it'd be so booked out, you either going to have to wait 60 days or a month. So you had 60 days or a month to work out on your chest. You knew this is something that you always wanted to get all your life. You had all your life to work out on your chest. Right now, what I'm doing 200 push-ups a day. If I miss a day, boo-hoo. Give it time for my body to restore, and then I'll do another 200. And with the good old full body exercise workout. So you got to give yourself and your body time to heal, right? For people that's muscle heads out there and they faint out, that's fine. They're usually super lean, but a lot of those guys, they're taking supplements and they're injecting themselves so they'll heal faster than somebody like me that's all natural, you know? So with that being said, my best bet and my recommendation to you as a person is to, 1, pick a good surgeon. And how you would know your surgeon is good is how they stitch his people up and what they do. Don't go to somebody. Please do not go. Please do not go. Please do not go to someone that is not experienced and thinking that you got to cut underneath your chest to take this out. It is always within the nipple, depending if you're obese or not. If you have a chubby chest and it doesn't hang to your stomach, there is no reason why they should cut the whole chest off and then reattach the nipple. And if you are in that situation, please just take a year out your life and lose the weight. Go control insulin diets, meaning like low to no carbs. Only carbs you consume is fruit. Prefer berries and watermelon, and high protein and high fat. Fat is not your enemy, right? Fat keeps you full. So if you could get rid of the carbs and just do that for like 6 months to a year, lean out, and then get the surgery, I'd rather it be access skin surgery than you have a big pot belly and then went and got the whole chest cut off because the person just thought that you just gotta just cut the whole chest off and then re-stitch it. No, they're gonna go within the C of the nipple, right? This is your nipple. They're gonna go whoop, cut a little lipo, all of this in it, pull it out, and make sure your doctor knows. Usually it goes by itself. It's true. It can go by itself, but you want it to go all the way by itself. So meaning that if you're getting it done by, like, if you, let's say you were a service member and a service is going to do it for you, right? They're not going to stitch your lower and upper pec. That's not every doctor know how to do that. It's some of my doctors that have experience and that tried this knows, and I found one that know how to do that. What they do is, a lot of doctors is, they'll leave a big ditch in there and then they'll suppress it and then be like, oh, it'll go back by itself. No, because it's still going to be a little decrease into the nipple. You ever seen some people's chest where it's regular and then they got their nipples just sinks in? It's because they had it and they will move so much out of it all day, or they will leave half the gland in there and then stitch it up, and then, bro, you still have it. It's not removed. So it's a waste of money. That's what I'm saying. Just sit it out, work on yourself, lean out, eat healthy, work out, shape your chest, do your calisthenics, do your weightlifting, and then just take the time to go through videos and see how they do. They try to like match. I'm not saying everybody's situation is the same. Everyone's gyno is different, but just look at somebody that has a similar chest to yours, if not worse, and see what the doctor does. And if he does a great job for a before and after picture, then there you go. That's it. Simple. I'm going to show you a video right now, right? I'm going to show you this video that's going to show you what I'm talking about when it comes to looking for a great surgeon. And it's one of those things where, hold on, where did it go? It's going to show you what I've been, and this kid is he's young, right? He's 16, and anybody that like under the age of 40, I say, have like good elastic skin. You will know if you have good elastic skin. It will go back, but you want it to go back super perfect, right? I'm going to show you, hold on, let me just screen record this real quick, right? New screen recording. So as you can see here, oh shit, hold on. Bro, why? Alright, so this is the surgeon that I plan on going to, right? And I've been watching this dude for years, right? I kind of regret not doing this years ago and just being over and done with. But with time, it has to make sense before doing it. I went down to 6.6% body fat, and I'm telling you now, if you think you can outdo this thing by leaning out, yeah, you can shrink it, but it will never go away. And if you ever slip up and do a bulk or eat the wrong things like soy, wheat, I'm telling you now, your nipples are going to be fat as shit. So with that being said, if I were you, take your time, save your money, and get this done, right? And I'm going to go through this whole procedure with you. Like, I'm recording this whole process just to show you guys, because I want to help people with this, because this is not fair. The only reason, and the reason why all this is happening, is because our food system suck and they won't take no accountability, but yet they want to treat this surgery like a cosmetic surgery when it's really a health problem, meaning the environment and the food and the plastics and all that stuff. And then on top of that, the health insurance do not want to cover it if it doesn't hurt. I'm always keep saying that. It's insane to me, but it is what it is. Hopefully if they approve it in the future and change that, they can reimburse everybody that spent money on this surgery, but because this is just not fair. But it's cool though. So with that being said, I'm going to show you guys this, right?
So it's completely freed up now. A few strands here and there.
Just look at this.
And I can flip this over and show
So what he did was Vaser lipo it to melt off the fat. Lipo it to suck up the fat, and then he cut the nipple through. He cut everything. He cut everything underneath the nipple, and he cut
potential to devascularize
all the gland out, and then he's gonna pull it out. But watch this though. It's bigger than what people understand. So he's checking the chest to see if there's anything attached.
And if it
I'm
does,
telling you, watch.
It's actually usually not that interesting, because from a aesthetic standpoint, meaning how it looks, if you have a scar here or just your normal areola, it looks the same. It looks very similar. I'm working now above the muscle, below the gynecomastia. And because it has a beginning and an end, it's easy for me to determine exactly where that is. I could just tell.
Oh yeah, by the way, the reason why the chest look higher than what it was before is because he put liquids in there to pump it and to detach it from the muscle.
So I learned over time.
So he's pretty much making sure that it separates. Right? It looks painful, but you won't feel it when you're asleep. All his procedures, you can prefer to do it without the anesthesia, but it's free. Not free, but you get what I'm saying. It comes with the price, so you might as well just get it. But if you're allergic or something wrong, like then you would know you need a doctor to prove for it. But anyway. But you see how big that gland is, though, right? And mind you, this kid is young. This kid's only 16 with this, but his shit look worse than. This is the worst that I've seen it for somebody that's skinny fat.
Laterally on his thorax there, zone 2. It's a little asymmetrical side to
So look, if you see his chest,
Micah, you're gonna want to get this.
It looks worse than mine, but he look like he never works out, you know.
Behold.
The money shot.
The money shot.
But look at that gland, though, bro.
Whatever that means.
Strictly a gynecomastia term.
Yeah. I guess if you come to the movie, this is the part you want to see. This is why you pay the price of admission, you know?
This is the explosion.
Yeah. Hello.
And the thing about it is some doctors would have made a bigger incision, but I like the fact that he makes small ones, so when it heals, you can't even notice. If I don't tell you I had it and show you, you would have never known, or I don't show you a video, you would never know. But look how crazy that, oh my gosh.
It's gonna slide off.
That is massive, dog.
What I mean by well circumscribed, look at that. I mean, that's exactly where it was. And here is the...
You see what I'm saying? Like, the
right.
surgeon matters. He did a great job with this.
And this is always generally going to be the whitish...
Oh my God. And that was right behind the nipple, as you can see it. But the bump, you can't burn. I'm telling you, no matter how much weight you think you're going to lose, it's only going to sculpture with the skin. It's not going to be gone.
Let's cut into this, Micah.
Like, that is crazy.
Get a more, you want to grab that far end there.
You got that, Mike?
Like, whatever he was eating or tasting or whatever that did that to his chest,
Mostly concentrated
it's
nipple, which is always the case, and this will be
oh
more
my
fibrous
gosh,
in nature.
bro.
So it looks like fat, but this is gynecomastia tissue here.
but I'm telling you, you can't work that out, bro.
Gather like this.
No matter what anybody tells you, or lotion or supplements that you can take to get this, you have to get it surgically removed.
You have to remove this tissue here always, because if you don't, you're just leaving it. So if the doctors are like, oh, you know, I got to leave a little bit so that there's no depression, well, then you're going to leave quite a bit.
Remember, I told you. She told you that shit.
You'll still have depression.
All right, so we're going to fire up the liposuction. So you can see his skin retraction.
So, so he's doing lipo now,
out here, but this is all full of water. I injected all that water. So now I'm going to just contour this up.
And we also have some more box.
I put in about, what was that, a liter? A little less than a liter of fluid here.
But yeah, you see how he kind of like draining all the fat and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward this for you guys, right? So he's pretty much gonna even out the chest.
Out of the shower. Then we're gonna have to make sure that we do some post-operative management.
So he's gonna. So remember, also make sure your doctor get the side. So like the side right here. Not everybody's side lean. Some people's side connects to their back. So make sure that he lipos that too. So you got that nice cut. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I work out before, months before you get the surgery. Start doing dips, push-ups. So you have that nice contour chest on the side. So when they do the lipo in the heels, it's gonna look amazing, you know?
So this is an important point here. So look,
this is what I'm exactly what I'm talking about. Right here. Let me show you.
And what you have to see is, look at this. This is a layer.
Skin?
See this? The skin. So, and I can get underneath all this, right? So your job is to simply make sure that if there's a crease or it's folded over like this or this, right? Boom. You gotta get it out. You can also imagine why posture's big, because if your posture's slumping, this goes down and gets weird, right? Open it up, get your posture going, this pulls up to a better location. You get this nice and flat. That's the way we want it, right here. Okay. So this is off the table.
Yeah, look at that. I think you can see it in this view. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm waiting so he could show the stitching
Tissue here, nothing major.
on what I'm talking about.
Actually, you may leave some of that because as he starts to roll, this will help to fill it in. Now, if you don't want any cratering here or any kind of depression, well, you can always leave tissue, which unfortunately I'm sarcastic because, you know, few people want to leave tissue. Or you have to do stitch technique, which I'll show you in a bit here. Or actually, you want to, let me just see. Let's see what we got. My 4-step.
Yeah.
I'll move over here, Mike, you can get it better. So, so if you look here, I got some fat on this flat, but not a ton. Here's a big old fat globule here. And I'm gonna keep that probably, but yeah, I'm gonna
look at what he does.
This,
He takes the bottom
which is the fascia here.
because the chest got different parts to it, right? He takes the bottom and he's gonna stitch it. And watch how he fixed that decrease, that little crater that he was talking about. Watch how he fixes it. This is how you choose a great surgeon. I'm going to recommend this guy. I'm gonna DM me on Instagram. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and once you're done doing that, I'll DM you the actual person. After you DM me, I'll show you who doctor is this.
From above, this is pulling from below. See this? And really what I want to do is just get a nice.
So that little that pet cut underneath, anybody that's muscular,
fat.
he just.
I don't want the skin just laying down on the muscle. So that's better. And you can see I pull down. There's a little glob here. I don't think it's going to help us. So we're gonna.
But you see how he flattened out the chest. Look at the right chest and look at the left.
Lay down better. So there you go. All right. Boom.
But you see what I'm saying though? As long, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Doing workout after you get the surgery, let it heal and let the skin and the muscle fat retract. Just use healthy nutrition meals to restore your body, because I'm telling you now, you don't want them stitches to pop because you want to go bench press 225 right after surgery. You get what I'm saying? But if you have pseudogyno, just move a ball and it went back to normal, that's fine. You do what you want. But for people that's pseudogyno, that's natural, don't do it.
Essentially,
So, with that being said, if you have any questions, man, I know it's one of these topics that nobody really goes into deep detail to show you. A lot of people that's probably already got the surgery is going to see this and be like, bruh, I kind of messed up. I got the wrong surgeon, or they messed me up. And it's fine. Just look, my Instagram is d.truth. D.raw truth. Or you could put D dot, or you can put D Raw Truth. You'll see me. I'll pop up. DM me, man. Listen, I'm answering everybody's stuff because this is more of a brotherhood for me to help a lot of people that have this. And I'm going to be recording my situation, my session, to show you guys what I had to go through to fix it. So hope this helped people. Please comment, like, subscribe, share. And this is pretty much on how to choose a great surgeon. But you see how he did that? He took it out. He contoured the chest. He stitched the bottom and lower. And he's pretty much going to stitch them. After he's done doing the next side, he's going to stitch him up neatly. Wrap it up tight so he can have that healing. And it's whatever his body does after that.